Welcome to Primary Colors in Court. What message do these color combinations send? We are previewing some of the spring and summer line for 2026 for new suiting for men. If you are an attorney and you are needing some new suiting, I have a link in the show notes below where we can schedule a time to review any of the items that I'm showing today. All of the items that I have are off the rack with sizing, so just keep that in mind. And once they run out, they do not get refilled. So I always tell everyone, try to act quickly if you do see something that you like. So one of the first things that I want to talk about is with the color of the suit. These that I'm featuring here are all two-piece suits. Now you have opportunities to add pops of color with a pocket square or even with a tie, much like we see here. Um, there's some really good variations here. And don't feel that the colors have to be boring. You can, if you want to add a pop of color, the tie or the pocket square are a really good place to do that, to send a really nice message with the colors that you choose and to help evoke certain emotions. Now, the first one here that we have, which is our blue color, it's a navy blue. Now, it does look a little bit, there's two different colors here. There's the regular blue and then of course the navy. Blue is our trust building color. Now this is a nice color to wear for voir dire, for jury selection, your first day in your trial. Um, these colors I do recommend try to do them a little bit later because they are a bit darker in shade. And you want to start out with a lighter shade of blue or of navy. Or if you feel like you have to wear that, try to have like lighter colors for your shirt, like maybe a light powder blue, and then lighter colors, much like what we see here in this tie with the gray suit, where you're kind of getting it to relax a little bit. We never want to come out too much too soon. That can happen if we wear a black suit or really strong colors. So when the jury is first starting to meet you, again, you want them to like you. So that trust building color is important, but you want to go with a lighter shade of that color. So this blue could be appropriate for the first day, also for office, meeting new clients. But again, try to lighten it up a little bit with a lighter color in your shirt and your tie. Brown is an excellent color to wear. I do recommend that if you do wear brown, wear a pattern tie. Don't go with another solid color brown. It's a little bit too much. You want to break that up a little bit. Brown is our familiarity color. So when people see you wearing it, it's almost like, oh wow, that person could be my neighbor, my friend. It makes them feel more comfortable with you. This is a really good color to wear if you ever have to speak in person, if you're doing a media event. And again, it can be very good. This is an excellent choice for, again, jury selection, voir dire, because it's a likable color. But again, try to find a tie that has like a pattern in it, that has some brown. Even this tie at the end with the almost like a purple, like a raspberry color would be really good to wear with this. So you want to kind of like break up that color monotony a little bit. So try to wear, if you have that solid color suit, try to wear a patterned tie. Now, I do want to point out both of these gentlemen have on the same color tie with the yellow and the blue. Now, you've heard me talk about yellow. Yellow is our cautionary color. I do not recommend this at all for voir dire, jury selection, or first day in the trial. I recommend the yellow if you have to cross-examine someone and you've got to get them off balance, you need to get them to be upset, to get them to yell. Yellow is a really good color for when people are looking at it, to get them a little bit infuriated or off edge. But I do not recommend that you wear that first day. Again, this is a color that can make people feel very, it's our cautionary color. It triggers our fight or flight mode for human beings. So you don't want people off edge in jury selection. You don't want them off edge when they're meeting you or hearing your opening case or your opening statement. So wear it very cautionary. As a matter of fact, I recommend, if you have not worked with me on a color emotion chart, try to just pull the yellow out completely and just keep it for in the office. So this navy blue, again, this is a great suit to wear first or second, well, I would say second or third day if navy is a color that you like to wear. Again, it is a trust building color, but it's a darker shade. So we always want to intensify our shades as things move and progress along. Now, this third suit here, the gray, and I want to talk about gray and charcoal. Both of these are in the family of the gray. So this is a light gray suit and a charcoal, which has a hint of black to it, so it darkens it up a bit. This gray suit that's light gray, this is perfect, again, for voir dire, jury selection, your first day. Because again, it's a lighter shade, so it does, anytime we have a lighter shade of any color, except yellow, it's going to make people feel more calm and at ease. It can be very soothing and relaxing to look at. But again, gray is a good color. It's a better shade to wear than black. Black is more of your power statement, your power suit. And when you're trying to get people, they're just now meeting them, they're just now meeting you, you want them to like you. Um, so this is a nice color to wear to get them to open up and feel relaxed in your presence and listen to what you have to say. And then you can intensify that shade, like the next day, wear the charcoal suit. Because that's, again, you're building upon that shade, intensifying it, making it a little bit darker. But this particular one, even with the tie, the white in the tie shows innocence. You're on the right side of the law. The light gray color, and gray is another color that is kind of a power color, but it's a power color meaning you should listen to me. I'm trustworthy. It doesn't come out and say, hey, I'm here to dominate or take over. All right. So you've got two really good color combinations here that you can utilize. If the second day you were to wear exactly what this gentleman has on, the charcoal gray, you're intensifying that a little bit. And with the raspberry, raspberry is kind of a combination of red and purple mixed together. Purple is a loyalty color. So when people look at this, it does look like it is a shade of purple. So again, you want people to be loyal to you and loyal and listen to what you have to say. So this could be a great thing to wear, again, first day or second day during your trial to, again, continue to build trust and loyalty with the jury. Now, plaid suits have been really, especially three-piece, there's normally a pattern to them. Those plaid colors are really good, and they have nice color combinations in them. Also, keep in mind, if you're trying to lose weight as a gentleman, if you have to go to court wearing that vest, a lot of people think that when you wear a three-piece suit, it's going to add to you. That vest button down is actually going to be more slimming for you. You have more of a V-cut here at the end, so, and a V-cut at the top. So again, that's just going to add to the slimness to it. And you want to go with the lighter the colors you go with, the more slimming it's going to be. But we have here several different examples. So we have a brown, we have like a light blue, we have a gray, indigo, which is a shade of blue, and then hunter, which is a shade of green. There's a couple of other colors down here, but I'm not going to get into those today. So again, if you know this brown shade, this is really nice. And when you have the pattern, when we look at this in the brown, and it's a little bit harder for you to see, but if you do a specialized appointment with me, you'll be able to see the pattern in the fabric better. We have a little bit of blue and gray in here, which really brings out the brown. And again, our blue and our gray are nice colors. Again, blue is our trust building color. Gray is a stronger color, you know, listen to me type color. And brown is our familiarity color. And when you have a patterned suit like that, this is really the time when you want to monopolize your solid color ties and pocket squares to go with it, if you want to accessorize with a pocket square. So again, this is a perfect one for jury selection, voir dire. Same thing here too with the light blue. When I talk about a lighter shade of blue, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And you can have a hint of a darker, like a navy color with your tie, because it's just a hint of color to go with it. But when we look at this gentleman, he has both of these gentlemen, you know, if they were presenting to a jury, doing jury selection, asking questions, they both, when, you know, if we didn't see their faces, but when we look at these colors, they're more approachable. We feel more comfortable around them. These gentlemen here, you can't see their faces, but when you look at the colors, you know, again, the indigo is going to pop out as the strongest one. So, you know, you don't want to come on too quickly, too soon. It's just like dating. We don't want to come on too quickly, too soon. We scare people away. But when we get back to this, the lighter blue here, we have a little bit of brown that's really bringing that out. So even if you had like a brown tie or a brown pocket square, you see how these brown buttons really make the color come out. And again, it's a lighter shade. It's more calming, more soothing. So again, these are things that are really good to wear in the beginning because you want that jury to trust you. Now, when we move on to the gray, you could still utilize this suit. I would say first day of trial, this would be perfect. We've got a solid color charcoal tie to go with it, so it looks really nice. So we're kind of building upon that, and there's a little bit of brown in here too. Again, our brown's our familiarity color. Now, indigo, this could be last day of trial, closing argument, closing statement, a really good thing to wear here. This indigo is a stronger shade of blue, and you can mix that up with some white. Again, white is our color of innocence as well, and like a blue and a white tie to go with it. This can make a very strong statement. And for those of you that are partial to green, Hunter has been a very popular color from last year and going into this year. So Hunter is a darker shade of green that is appropriate to wear in court. Now, this again, it has a pattern. There's a little bit of blue and a little bit of gray in here. So it really makes that hunter green come out more. You can wear it with a solid color tie, and the white again mixed with that. This is again second, third day, a stronger color to wear to kind of really help bring your point home. So, just a good rule of thumb, just utilizing what you have. The lighter shades is what you want to wear in the beginning, and intensify the shade as the trial goes along. So if you're interested in viewing the full line that I have, like I said, I have an off-the-rack suiting, dress shirts. We also have pocket squares and ties, anything that would be appropriate for court, and a couple of business casual items too. If you'd like to schedule a virtual showing online, I usually take about 30 minutes to do that, to review the catalog, talk about your sizing, what you're looking for. There is no obligation to buy. This is just a way for you to really see the suiting and see what we have available and how that can fit into your plan, how you can use wardrobe as a tool and the colors in your wardrobe as a tool the next time you have to go to court. There's a link in the show notes below to schedule that. Also with the line, I just like to make everybody aware, this is a very high quality line. The fabric and everything is made in Italy. It is imported, but it is off the rack, so it's off the rack sizing. I do try to work with people to make sure that we're getting as close as good of a fit that we possibly can, so you look as sharp as you can be. And the fabric is typically anywhere from 150s to 200s in the quality of the fabric to kind of give you an idea. And there's a wide variety of different colors that you can select from. So very happy with the line. I think you'll like it too. But if you're interested in scheduling a virtual showing, click on the link in the show notes below. I hope that this color review also helped you, just utilizing things that you already have in your wardrobe. So use what you have first and then add to it.